Hi, I'm Dragon Lizard Lord King Chaos, Omar Saya. I played Omega Tiamat Odin in Dragon Lizard Lord Super Monsters, and I played Alpha Tiamat Typhon in Dragon Lizard Lord vs. Gorilla Monkey King. I also played the Dragon Samurai. I'm here to review Brush of the Gods by Kaizu Murase. Uh, this was a phenomenal film. You really need to see this in the theater if you can. Uh, the Hydra, the model Hydra, I found out in the commentary. I haven't made it through all the commentaries as of this point, but there was an Ejai Tsuburaya Yamato Hydra Showa back in the day. Seven Kingdoms. I don't know the name of it. It's like I can't believe he slipped right past me this whole time. So like during the commentaries, or not during the special features, the first special feature by Elijah Thomas, insane. I didn't even make it through it. The movie itself was just a phenomenal masterpiece. The Yamato Hydra in Reiwa times, Tokusatsu, Kaizu Murase. Um, I mean, first off, the guy worked on Godzilla, Mothra, Gamera, Yongari, King Ghidorah. I'm sure he was dealing with Ultraman. And to bring us this Hydra, especially right now, I mean, because like Dragon Lizard Lord. Oh no, that's Odin. Odin, he's dealing with some interdimensional stuff right now, so that's why he's not dealing with Earth at this point. But we do have, and it depends on which dimension you're in on how much Wrath Alpha Tiamat's dealing out. But we're talking about my buddy, and that's what I'm saying. Double Dragon action going on right now at SRS Cinema. Um, the first thing I'll say about this uh, is the suits and the work to bring this Hydra, because I'm watching this and I'm a Tokusatsu dude, and I'm looking at this Hydra and I'm throwing down dragons and I'm throwing down all kinds of kaiju. I just defeated Cthulhu and was supposed to be 4 Gorilla Monkey Kings. I can technically say 4 because Hades defeated M3 and I defeated Hades. So I think I could call that a win. Anyways, this is sorry guys. Okay, so we have 2 dragons in Brush of the God. The Yamato Hydra, obviously, cover dragon with Bob Eagleton's art. And Matt Frank did. I keep on giving you guys Odin. Matt Frank did Alpha Tiamat and the boys for my cover art. So we're like, I'm telling you, this is some real Double Dragon power ups we got going on here on planet Earth right now. And I'm here to talk up the Hydra though, because he's my father. He's everybody's father. Kaizu Murase, Varan, the guy that figured out the spikes for Varan. I mean, this guy is so phenomenal. And he was 88 years old when he made this film. So I believe like his daughter, maybe his granddaughter is dealing with SRS. It's it's we're losing all of our elder Tokusatsu dudes, and it's See, it is a horrible thing. Uh, but he got the movie out. I wish he was here to see the DVD, the Blu-ray. Um, so you gotta really try to take life and appreciate it, because like hopefully even we'll get to see the next kaiju film, and if it's your kaiju film, you really want to be uh, hanging in there to see that, so the film itself was very entertaining. It just right from the get go, bam, Mighty Pekin Man, I think it was. I'm pretty. They didn't call him that, but Kaizu worked on that. I'm pretty sure they talked about it. I think they said that he wore the suit and did stunts when the original actor thought it was too dangerous, and then his granddaughter or somebody was like, that's not a very good story. That could have been bad for Kaizo. Or I'm screwing up. I'm probably screwing up this whole. I watched it one time. I'm gonna watch it a million times. The buildings, as a dude that makes buildings, I'm gonna apologize for my buildings once I go up against this Hydra, because he just makes my buildings. I got a lot. I got quantity, but he's got the quality. As far as the suits go, like I will say, I'm really proud of my Tiamat Typhon suit, and I'm hoping we can just come back and just wreak havoc for a long time. But like I'm saying, I was watching this and I was viewing this Hydra, and I was going, holy crap. Like all those heads, and he's just, oh man, and these buildings look good. I mean, really good. And when he busts out, I mean, it was, because what I had a philosophy when I made my last set. Like, I need a lot of buildings. Like, I want it like when you get into a kaiju game and you're gonna go wreck a city, and then all of a sudden there's like a wall there that's invisible, and you're just like, oh crap, I thought I was gonna get to wreck this whole city. So I wanted to wreck the whole city, and I think I did that pretty well. But I came up with this philosophy on buildings where I would make them, like, I'd make them out of cardboard. So first off, bad on me, because he's, making his from the base in like an actual building. So maybe I'm going to take some lessons from that. And I had Jeff Kunzelman working with me, Space Trucker, and he was saying, Ultraman, and he's building from the base, and he started doing that. And I got once you see all my buildings together, it doesn't look bad. But if you take one individually versus Jeff's, or definitely Kaizu's buildings, yeah. So, but my philosophy was, I would take a building, I would build it up so far, smaller boxes, and then I would take these cardboard cutouts and I'd put them in, so I'd kind of like have floors, and then we could build them up. Only problem with that is you only have so much time in a day. You get your boys over, and now you're like pushing everybody to help set up buildings, and now these buildings are a little more complicated than just throwing them out like we did in Super Monsters. And they didn't look as good as I wanted them to look. I'm sorry, Kaizo. Man, I love you so much, and I love this film so much, and thank you for bringing this Hydra to us. And especially right now, when we have every month SRS is dropping a new kaiju, I was, April. He was way back, probably last year I pre-ordered this. But Elijah Thomas put in a lot of heavy, really good work. I haven't even seen the rest of the. I worked all day. I was exhausted. I'm dealing with trying to rewrite my script and get on my storyboards. I told Daniel Stone I'd have it by August, and I just told him that it might be, we're probably being delayed already again. Anyways, so yeah, beginning of the film, you're gonna want to turn off your phone straight off because that's gonna get in your way. Um, Mighty Pekin Man, and you get a glimpse of the Great Hydra straight up. And then throughout the film, it's a really funny. He found a way to incorporate the history of Tokusatsu kaiju, and like I believe we actually get to see the back of Eren. We see Yoshi Ishii's kaiju. We see Hull from Beyond the Fog, like actual props, and you're like, whoa! And then you got people like there's this kid, and he was like a total kaiju fan, and he was hanging out with like I don't know who I think the chick was one of Kaiju Murase's descendants. I don't know. Like I'm saying, I'm probably getting this whole thing wrong. But it like they were entertaining. They were into kaiju. They were talking about kaiju. They were giving you information, seriously historical information. They're bringing you to the people that made the kaiju, and now these people like behind the scenes are the stars of, and it's not, and it's like real. And then they get like warped into Kaizu's world, and then like the kaiju start coming out. And now my big question was, is this Hydra the original Yamato Hydra from the old school? And I didn't even know there was a Showa. I was talking Heisei Hydra, Yamato no Orochi. And the answer would would be possibly, because they said it was a legendary Hydra Kaiju dragon that wasn't supposed to be there, and he was there making everything disappear. I was really stoked. I don't know. As I don't. Okay, as a dragon guy and a filmmaker, I obviously, you know, I have a bit. Okay, I'm just gonna. Okay, I really love the film. I really loved, like, it's especially towards the end when the Hydra attacks the planet. Actually, everything. The whole film was fun. Everything about it. But when you get to the end, and even halfway through, so okay, halfway through, like I said, like in my last video, I was like, I don't know when I pull this out. I was like, dude, it looks like he's missing a head. Like I was a little concerned. So this, I guess, the moral of the story is just don't drink. I guess this is just a warning. This is like one of those warning videos for like when you go to the workforce and there's like these horrible accident videos, and don't drink, man. Don't touch the stuff. Don't take a drop. Every time I do, it makes me first off feel horrible. Like the drunker you get, the worse. Like there's people that I have a buddy who is gonna get mad at me for making this video because he loves this beer. Okay, but the Hydra, they in the original story of the Orochi, they got him drunk, and they always got to attack the dragon while he's sleeping. That's the only chance anybody's got, is attack the dragon while he's sleeping. Everybody's got to sleep. You build up your power, you build up your weapons, you go to sleep, and then they come in and chop off your freaking head. In this one, unfortunately, the Hydra wasn't as durable as I like. If I like what I am not trying to speak against anything here, especially Kaizu's Hydra. Um, it's just right now I'm having a problem dealing with everybody. It's not just it's everybody. That's why I had to deal with Dragon Lizard Lord. I even got to a place where I had to re-edit every kaiju film, so it, like I don't want to get into it. I'm just saying that like Game of Thrones is trying to, and I can't watch House of the Dragon right now, but I watched this film, and after watching this film, I go, Omar, maybe you should watch House of the Dragon, because like here's some spoiler stuff. Like, just get out of here if I'm gonna ruin it if but like, yeah, the Hydra did not make it through the film, guys, and the smaller dragon, he was fighting against the Hydras. So, but the film was great, and it was like I guess that's like the legend. So, probably in the Showa, Hydra, he's probably not gonna make it through either. So that's just that's why we got Dragon Lizard Lord, guys. That's why like you get bummed out. Shit goes down, and we eventually we lose our loved ones. We've lost. I've lost lizards. We've lost Kaizo. But if you come to Dragon Lizard Lord in the Dragon Lizard Lord universe, all my dragons are invincible, and it breaks down to the dragon gods, and my kaiju are all representatives of the dragon gods, and I believe that the Hydras are representative of the dragon gods too. Obviously they're part of the dragon family, and it shouldn't be House of the Dragon Civil War, man. It should be Dragon Union. So I'm here to preach up, Brush of the God, and I don't have it on me, but I do the movie card, Dragon Lizard Lord movie card for Gorilla Monkey King was included with this. So I'm so stoked about that. Like, we can't be getting down. Like, they killed off Daenerys. They killed off the original Godzilla. They killed off Godzilla multiple times. I don't know. These are decisions made by the film. Dragonheart, Draco didn't make. I think they kill off the dragon like every Dragonheart, actually. Like, did Drake make it through in Dragonheart too? I think he did. But I guess this is over. We're not talking about this anymore. Can I tell you anything more about this film other than this is a highly, highly entertaining kaiju film with the legendary Kaizu Murase leading, this is his production, man, and he's been doing this since he did the scales on Godzilla in King Kong versus Godzilla, and he did Varan, he what it was it peanut shells inspired the scales for Varan, the hoses, for spikes. This is it Varan. I love Varan. I've always loved Varan. Varan the Unbelievable. I think it was 1958. I got a VHS copy from Suncoast Video when I was a kid. It must have been 90, I don't know, early 90s, man. I watched it. I love that movie so much. Later, early 2000s, I got the DVD. I was always upset in the American version that we didn't get to see Varen fly. So I was super stoked to see him fly. Like everybody in America gets like Reptilicus gets cut out of the flying action. Varen gets cut out of like they're I don't know the imported but there was a oh, they said that he like I'm still dealing with commentary, so I'm gonna make another video. But I guess there was a octopus in Frankenstein versus Baragon got cut out for America. Like so, I'm trying to. It's been a long time since I seen that. I gotta get the DVD or Blu-ray. Hopefully, I can get a copy that's got this extra, Kaizu octopus. Kraken. What the heck? And by the way, like I said about the Hydra, I wish the Hydra would have won. I wish it would have been, and I wish Baragon would have won that. That's just another thing. But this is okay. So I will. There's one more thing. So like little ways through the Attack on Earth, I'm like thinking, man, I'm hoping, and I know there's a chance. I'm hoping this Hydra has a breath attack, and I'm hoping it's fire. So he did get his fire, but then he used it on the girl at the end of and that was why he like he got screwed over. So that's and you're thinking though, you're like, man, they should really be evacuating when he's attacking the plant. I guess I don't know. So jeez, I don't want to get into how I probably just spoiled the whole movie for you. But how are you gonna do a review? What do you do in a review? Do you just spoil the movie? I just yeah. I gotta give you my opinion, I guess. It's the greatest film you will ever see, though. It really is. Even like House of the Dragon is the greatest show you'll ever see. I just don't like seeing dragons get hurt. I don't like seeing them get killed. And if you watch a dragon film, if you get into the genre, it's difficult because we're always the bad guys. We're always getting killed. Until Dragon Lizard Lord comes along, and like me and my dragons are really big. We're really mad. I mean, but I got a human form too, so that's kind of. So let's hope we survive these films, man. Let's hope they end. But I don't ever have an excuse to quit because Kaizu Murase was 88 years old when he brought this beautiful Hydra to planet Earth. And right now, me and the Hydra are throwing the smackdown with a whole army. Uktena, Horn Monster, no, Uktena returns. Who else we got? Asten Chaos, the Saurians, Dinosaur Brothers. Let's see. There's more. There is more. Hit up srscinemastore.com. Go to it.